turned out that some things were real. Or at least I found the truth behind that myth. Oh. I'm coming to that. Believe me, I am. As per usual, I moved the agents to where I thought they'd be most useful, including the latest one, which looked like a giant fairy. Yeah. It don't make much sense to me. Even now. I just accept now it's an abnormality, it provides power. And what it was called, well, that needed more research, which I proceeded to do after everyone was in position. The lower ranks agents were on punishing bird and once in and hundreds of good deeds duty. Yeah. I needed them to be able to withstand 1.76 megahertz. Yeah. Enough prudence to withstand the mental damage it does, and the temperance to work faster. Well, I had the right idea. I just needed to make sure I kept on top of the Quip-Hop anomaly. Quip-Hop meltdowns of the abnormality. Yeah, long day, I know. You got those moments where you can't get the right words out. And it was then I found out that the same ordeal in a row was gonna appear. Well, at least I knew how to deal with that one. Attacking first and keep going until it dies. The Zerg Rush maneuver. Yeah. I remember that originating from a real-time strategy game called StarCraft. One of the races. Yeah, at that point, I knew that this abnormality wouldn't give me enough to well, reveal anything useful. So I decided to keep working on it, or rather order someone to work on it. I decided to hold off on any larger scale energy harvesting, because I knew that one more would attract the attention of doubts. It was then I found out that it was known as the Fairy Festival, and that doesn't escape. And the suits that can be made based on the research. It's a lot better overall than anything that's available so far. I decided that it would be best to have some made before this day ended. And then Douse appeared. It was then I tracked it down, and thanks to the research made before the day started proper, I can now see the damage caused both to agents and to the ordeal. Right. Those who can take the beating, well, I'm sending, rather I send them to deal with both of them. One for each of them. What about the other side? Well, decided to give them a variety of weapons because I didn't know what I'd be up against until it appeared. And if it wasn't a matter of exploiting weaknesses, strength in numbers is a nice bonus as well. As for the mission to do instant work, or even insight work, I mean, do any amount, any type of work a number of times, that's gotta be ridiculously easy. Well, ridiculous compared to ordeals. Such as an ordeal of dusk, which hasn't appeared yet. At this point. It appears that the dawn ordeals will appear over the next few days. After that, well, I'll save that for later. That doesn't happen on day 8. Right, what's next? Oh yeah. Finding out what it reacts best to and... oh. Yeah, just remembering. It reacted best to instant works. As for attachment, well... only those that are lower level. Intemperance. And I also found out that a powerful red damage dealing melee weapon can be made based on its research. I wanted some of those made. I knew I was gonna need to make something a number of times before that happened. I also knew I needed to send someone to deal with old belief and purpose. Now, at this point, the threat of the ordeals is gone. The level 1 won't be appearing on the same day. At this point, that's not how it worked. Yeah, I don't make the rules. I'm just following them. Learning them as I go along. Well, it's valid in this case. I mean, how long has anyone kept a single agent alive? I mean, down here. What? They couldn't even make a week? Yeah, I know there's a population problem, but seems a bit extreme for a way of population control, isn't it? Well, guess I broke that record. Let's see, what was next? Oh yeah. at this rate, the two agents I've been sending back and forth with Shy Look today and Rami with 1.76 megahertz, their justice. I knew that it was gonna increase quite a bit. The same could be said about Paulinus and Summers' temperance and prudence. Yeah. I was thinking they could be next for 1.76 megahertz duty. Well, they could certainly use some extra damage and movement speed. Because that's how it works, isn't it? You know what, I'll skip to when some more research was uncovered about the Fairy Festival, if that's alright with you. Oh, yeah. Thank you. Oh, yeah, here we are. Because then I found out it's best not to... that the agent that works on the Fairy Festival to work on another abnormality before the fairies, well... before they have fully healed the agents. Because if that happens, well, those fairies will eat the agents. Which is why I decided to play it safe with the agent working on Fairy Festival by, well, having that agent exclusively work on Fairy Festival. At this point, I decided to get on with making equipment based on the Furry Festival research. Well, ordering it made. And doing a lot of works with agents in general, even with Klebhoff meltdowns. Well, the more work's done, the more development happens with the agents that work on them. That's why I followed the time, and, well, that was proven at the end of day 1. Although there wasn't a lot of instincts and repression works done. Well, there was a good reason for that. Because none of the agents could, well, actually, it was because none of the abnormalities could yield a good result with it. And bad results apparently set off the punishment bird. I'd rather not do that. Although I knew that it would only be a matter of time before an abnormality that could breach the containment unit reaches it. Well, I did well so far. As none of the containment units breached, and none of my agents died. And I had plenty of spares of P boxes. Well, I had plenty of P boxes to make spare weapons with. Yeah. You're a hard audience to please. I mean, what are you expecting? Comedy? I mean, if I wanted to do that, I'd be a comedian, not be here. I mean, were you expecting a joke? I mean, in Lobotomy Corporation, it's quite a bit dark, ain't it? And I'm not talking about the poor illumination in the corridors. Yeah, I know. It's surprising I stay sane around here. But it's possible. Just incredibly difficult. I decided to do a little reading on the fairy festival. Get a little insight about this abnormality. I suggested to those responsible for it to bring some cooked meats into the containment unit, as it'd been easier to consume the meat that doesn't move than the meat that does move. Yeah, I neglected to ask. After that, I ended the day, and a couple got promoted, and there was general improvement all round. I knew I had to move the agents around before day 9 started proper. Then Angela, at the start of day 9, well, she was playing a game with me. I answered whichever I thought was best, and yeah, it's not worth mentioning. Just what each layer meant. Well, was one of those layers I picked. And anyway. Yeah, she seemed to find it hard to comprehend what the employees did to pass the time. When I went to check on Yesod, he was silently catching a couple of employees playing a game, a word game. And I noticed that he's been watching them the whole time, much to their surprise. He acted appropriately by ordering them back to work. Apparently, Word Chain is one of the most popular games down here to pass the time. He looked troubled and said he had hallucinations. Something about his skin not looking right. He felt uneasy. Uneasy in a similar way to Malkov. I knew that was ominous, but didn't know what it meant at this point. And gave me a mission. A few attachment works, easy. I decided that the research proposal that reduced the fear damage was probably better. At this point I decided to move everyone around to where the abnormalities would most benefit them. And that it might be a good idea to have an additional recruit. Yeah. One more to work on abnormalities. Someone in the control team. Some of my agents had, well, incredibly strong justice. So I moved around those who didn't have that, and hired one to go between punishing Bird and one sin. Yeah, let's just call it that. And with our new recruit, decided to improve that one before putting her in the control team. I decided that Amelia could use some more prudence and temperance. After that, I decided to rearrange the gear among the teams. Weapons first. Basically, some have guns, others have melee weapons. Well, someone needs to make the ranged agents lesser targets. So it can keep a safe distance while the gunners do their bit. Well, that was the basic reasoning behind what I did at the time. As for suits, well, I decided a mix of these suits made from the research of One Sin and Fairy Festival be the safest bet. Well, until I find something better, or rather, will find something better. yeah, I won't spoil too much about that. Well, it's a matter of when, not if. We'll get to that bit. As there's still... let's see... 41 more days to go. After this one, obviously. Well, it's not as if I have anything better to do, so let's keep going. Okay, let's take a break. This is quite a mouthful, wasn't it? But I wanted to give you all the information you need for the report.